live here at Tigers Field for tonight's matchup between the Seneca East Tigers and the Woodmore Wildcats. I'm Nate Mullins on the call with Eric Hall. We've got the Wizard Greg Kinn on the ones and twos. We've got Donnie Hannam on the main camera, and tonight we have a special correspondent on the sideline with us, Russell Fox, joining us along the sidelines. Still sorting out some issues here, but we appreciate you joining us here as the Wildcats have it on a 2nd down and 15. Handoff goes to Landon Rich, and this one they try to stretch it out, but that Seneca East defense, they're going to be tough to try to get to the outside on today, because I tell you what, after last week against Mohawk, the way they got off the edges, the way they set the edge against that Mohawk Warriors team last week, Eric, it's going to be tough for for Woodmore to get outside.
Yeah, there was no stop them last week, Mohawk that is, coming off that outside. They just could not stop them coming off the outside.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 14. They need to move it past the 47 to convert here. And we have a stoppage here. And we have
we'll go ahead and show our
illegal procedure against the Wildcats.
the kickoff. We just missed it there.
Their opening
Play
kickoff
behind.
today brought to you by our friends at Drawn to the Surface Tattoo and Piercing Studio. Brandon Robinson, as he's down there on the sideline right now, getting some footage of this one. Puts together some awesome highlight videos every week of the Seneca East Tigers. But once again, thanks for tuning in here with us on Heart of Ohio Sports. Thanks to our pregame show sponsors, Cadet Mexican Restaurant. We'll give them some love at the halftime period as well. This 3rd down and long, 3rd and 19. Wildcats trying to convert here. They're going to hand it off. Landon Rich, the ball carrier, and he has stood up and dropped after just a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, kind of a surprising call there, I think. 3rd and long right there. Trying to get something going, just running it right up the middle again.
With Landon Rich, this offense, they're run heavy. They're going to try to run the ball as much as they can, but they can pass it if they need to. Senior quarterback Calvin Lipstraw, he's completing about 56% of his passes, over 1,000 yards on the season, 11 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, so they can throw the ball if they need to. But this offense is powered by number 9 in the backfield. That's Landon Rich. Wildcats get the punt away. And Nicholas Parks on the return.
I lost my camera.
Brings it back to about the 43-yard line.
Where'd my camera go?
I don't know. Where'd the camera go, Don? Have we come unplugged? That's no good. We'll get that sorted out here, folks.
There's that one.
That doesn't make any sense. Could you unplug that, plug that back in for me, Donnie? We're not getting your camera. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah.
We got it back.
Sorry about that, folks.
Yeah, they all unplug it and plug it back in.
That's how it works.
That's all you got to
sometimes.
do.
Technology, it's weird, man.
Gotta love it.
9 minutes and 13 seconds left here in the first quarter. No score. Tigers take over at their own 42-yard line. Duck Parks in the shotgun, takes the snap. He's going to roll to his right. He's got blockers out in front. Follows his blockers, picks up about 7, maybe 8 yards.
Nice little sidestep there to pick up those extra yards.
They'll put the ball right around midfield. When we talk about these two teams, both have the same records coming into this one, but different paths to get here. We talk about these Tigers, they're battle-tested. Eric, I mean, this team has really, they went through a gauntlet of a schedule this year. You talk about their non-conference, and then the conference, obviously, is always a grind.
Yeah, we were there for a few of them this year.
Yeah. 2nd down and short. They hand it off. Jackson Gayheart, the ball carrier, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he is inside Wildcat territory down to the 35-yard line. Jackson Gayheart, gain of 15.
Looks like we've got somebody down from Woodmore.
Player down on the field here.
They're taking a shot from Jackson there.
Number 85 for the Wildcats. That's Alger. This is an injury timeout. We'll keep it right here. Let's thank our sponsors. Well, we got an opportunity here because we got some new sponsors this week, folks. Some new faces joining the winning team here at Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Adventure Driving Academy, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Seneca East Athletic Boosters, Drawn to the Surface, Webster Industries, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, North Central Electric Cooperative, and Gayheart Concrete. All proud sponsors bringing you high school football playoff edition right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Some of those are just Seneca East sponsors, Eric, as we have opened the door to single game sponsorships here in the postseason. So a lot of people were nervous about, I don't want to do a full season. I can't commit to a full season. Well, this is a great opportunity to kind of dip your toe in the water, you know?
Yep, support that local team that you are specifically rooting for.
And I know one that's specifically rooting for his team down on the sideline. That's Coach Jeff Walliser. And this time, Jackson Gayheart, the ball carrier.
I noticed a Gayheart in the sponsors. I'm wondering. I'm going to guess that's probably a Seneca East sponsor.
I would think that that's definitely a Seneca East sponsor. It would explain a lot. You know, concrete, Jackson Gayheart is probably made out of concrete, man. Like, this kid's just tough as a brick wall. And it's like running into a brick wall trying to tackle him. Jeez.
Yeah, I was down on the sidelines for that game last week, and it was, you turn around and see him running at you. I wouldn't want to be on the field in front of him. Mm-mm.
I should say concrete wall, not brick wall. Duck Parks going to keep it. And he's got it near the first down marker. He might be just short, but we'll see. They do move the chains, and that will be a first down. Of course, our pregame show was brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Big shout out and a thank you to Lisette and the fine staff over there at Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Always, I mean, I don't think she's ever batted an eye at anything we wanted to do. She's like, I just love what you guys do, and I want to support it.
And we say the same thing back.
Yes. I love what they do.
Yeah, everything.
I mean, any chance I get to go out there and give me some tacos, I'm good. I'm all for it.
We have our company meetings out there. I love doing that. Go out there, have some great food. I always come home with a cup full of salsa. You can buy whole cup of that. Take it home with you, you know.
Yeah.
That's the best salsa.
Those giant cups, that's usually what I take my margaritas home in.
Yep. Oh, yeah. They'll fill that bad boy with salsa
I don't get them
for you.
with anything. I get them, without what are they called, virgin margaritas? I like the flavor of them.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just weird, but the strawberry ones are really good.
The peach.
I make my own.
Peach is where it's at.
Second down and 7. Jackson Gayheart, the ball carrier, and he's got it out of bounds. Past the first down marker, and they are inside the red zone now.
We've seen this before, haven't we?
We have, indeed. This Seneca East offense, I mean, high-powered, yes, but this is a team that they'll match whatever identity they need to match. They're very balanced. They can run the ball. They can throw the ball. Last week we saw them taking a lot of deep shots early to kind of loosen up the defense. This week we're seeing them commit to the run game early in this one, as I don't think they've thrown a pass yet here. Duck Parks, the quarterback, going to keep it. And he's got it to about the 10-yard line. They'll mark him at the 11. A flag flies in at the end of the play here. Not exactly sure what happened, but some kind of extracurriculars there.
I don't know if something was said as he was standing over top.
Trying to see if I can get my sideline reporter down there, but I'm not picking him up for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
What do you say his mic was, or his antenna was where? We're here.
Yeah, over there by the door. I'm going to blame it on Halloween. I mean,
could be it. Yeah, that could be.
Nothing's.
It's
affecting It's affecting everything.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to get that tiger dog. That's all I'm talking about.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Yes, sir.
Never forget.
Let's see if I can find it now. I just reset it, but it's still not coming in. I might just have him switch back to the other mic so we can at least have something on him. Second down and short. 2, maybe 3 yards to pick up here for the Tigers. They can get the first down without scoring a touchdown here. So I think they'll move it with the penalty. Still second down. And that will move it to about the 5-yard line. And whistles blow the play dead.
It's been a weird night so far.
Yeah, it's just been kind of
So it's what you expect from
slow
Halloween
start.
night, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
We had some little troubles getting going, and
Friday the 31st.
Everything's backwards.
Jason Voorhees anywhere?
Is he anywhere? I didn't see him, but you know that guy. He just.
I heard Shredder was going to be at the Bears then.
Oh, boy.
Now, is it Shredder or is it
Fat Shredder.
Fat Shredder.
I think it just depends on how he feels that day.
second down and long? About 7-8 yards to pick up here. Parks in the shotgun. Keeps it off the left side.
He's just dangerous with those legs.
And he's so shifty. You know, those head movements, that's enough to, I mean, that keeps the defense honest on the outside there.
A little shake and bake.
But a nice job by the Woodville defense of kind of keeping him contained, keep him inside, force that play inside back to your linebackers. That's what you want. Your defensive backs on the outside, your responsibility is to push that play back inside. So you don't want to make that play all by yourself out there.
No, not against Parks.
Third down and 3. Ball at the 6-yard line. Parks takes the low snap, handed off to Gayheart. Little counter look here. And Jackson Gayheart looks like he is close to the first.
Man, really making him.
He should have it. I think he does. And we'll see what the call is here. See what they spot it. And they're going to call a measurement, I think, here. So it's going to be close.
Yeah, it's not every day you see that.
Yeah, we don't have the digital measurement down here in high school yet.
No,
Go
no
with the old
measurement. They're just
chain
going to say,
gang.
go ahead, roll with it. First down. They got the line eye sight right down the line there. So
we changed your mind there, man.
yeah, I'm going to have Russ. Russ, if you don't mind, come on back here in the press box. Grab this mic. That way you can pitch in with the weather report for us, because at least we'll have something. And the Tigers punch it in
Oh, man.
from 4 yards out.
I think it was Gayheart.
I'm pretty sure. I think that was Parks. We got a replay on that?
Let's see here.
I don't have a best angle up here, so.
I'll take a look and see if I got that on replay.
Yeah, I usually have a much better angle
Yeah, typically you do.
down there for those end zone plays.
Let's see what happens here. We'll see what plays.
And the extra point attempt is no good. So 6-0 is your score. Seneca East on top.
See who came out of the pile there.
That gets Parks with the ball. Yep. Parks had the ball, so he's in for the touchdown. 4-yard plunge by quarterback Duck Parks. Puts the Tigers on top 6-0 with 4:01 left to play here in the first quarter. That was an impressive drive, though, Eric. I mean, they did what they had to do there. Short field, make the most of it. Drive down, get your points.
Yep, just run the ball right down their throat there. Move the ball methodically.
Yeah, just put that one back. Methodical is a great word to use there, Eric. That was definitely a methodical drive in every sense of the word.
Yep, and that's what we saw a lot of last week. And last week, I think it took them a little bit to get it going. And this week, they're starting right off.
All right, hopefully we can get our sideline reporter, Russell Fox, to chip in for us here.
Able to eat up 8 minutes on that first drive.
Yeah, well, Woodmore had the ball for a little bit.
Yeah, true.
It was basically a 3-and-out after a couple of mishaps, a penalty, pushed them back into a 3rd and long. They only got a couple yards on that one, so yeah, 3-and-out to start out for the Wildcats. So this will be their second offensive possession here. Kickoff fielded by Robert Seeger. As he fielded it on a bounce, only able to bring it back to the 10-yard line. They'll actually mark it at the 11, so not much doing on that return. The Seneca East return coverage unit is just swarming to the ball right now.
Yeah, that whole team's full of energy down there right now. They're ready to go for this. Last week, just earning this home game last week, didn't they, with the win last week against Mohawk?
Yeah.
And they've been fired up ever since.
And this is a team that, I feel like they had just kind of like a bitterness in their mouth, almost like a bad taste in their mouth. Like they felt like they had something to prove this year, Eric, because I think a lot of people kind of counted them out, and they didn't take that too wide. They didn't take that too well.
No.
So last week, I had a chance to catch up with Coach Phillips ahead of this game, and the first things out of his mouth was, we kind of heard the rumblings about people from, how they didn't think we were going to finish high in the league, and we kind of took that as a challenge, and I think that's something that they showed last week. They're up to any challenge. Wildcats start out with a run to the left side. Landon Rich, the ball carrier.
Yeah, last week I had a chance to be on the sidelines with Connor, and he talked to one of the Seneca East coaches afterwards, and they kind of pointed out us as a little bit of motivation. They said they were seeing a little bit too much love for Mohawk football on Heart of Ohio, and we need to see a little more Seneca East.
Well, we need to see some Seneca East love, because I tell you what, the sponsors in that area for Mohawk have shown a lot of love to us this year, and that's why we give them the support that we've given them this year. So I'm not saying that it's a favoritism thing, but, in our stage where we're at trying to build this business, got to be able to pay people. Ball on the ground, and flag flies in at the end of the play. Some frustration, I think, by the Wildcats here to start this one out.
Not the classic, you can't do that, Jimmy.
Already.
Week 1 of the playoffs, and we already get to here.
I think we got our sideline reporter, Russell Fox, down there on the sideline.
Are we getting anything up there?
Oh, yeah.
I got you. I got a little bit down there, buddy. You're a little quiet, but I got you.
Hey, there we go.
Hey, how we doing, buddy?
Good, how are you?
Doing wonderful, man. All right, we're going to send it down to you after this play for the weather report, so make sure you got that ready for us.
All right.
All right, it's 3rd and long. Wildcats under center. Lipstraw looking to pass. He's hit. He's dropped.
That ball's loose.
And the ball is on the ground.
Did I go out the back of the end zone?
Are they going to say this?
Or was he down?
I don't know. We'll see what the call is. They're trying to sort it out here. It is a safety. Ball goes through the back of the end zone on the fumble. And Lipstraw was under pressure as soon as he dropped back to pass. I tell you what, this Seneca East defensive front is just ferocious. Look at that. I mean, Eric, I could have counted to 3, and he already had somebody in the backfield. Couldn't even count to 3.
Yeah, but that ball didn't go out the back of the end zone, so I'm not sure why it got called dead there.
I don't know. Good call. I don't know.
Unless his knee went down in the end zone.
Could have been the call. But nevertheless, Seneca East will get this safety kick. They lead it now 8-0. It's basically like they got the 2-point conversion. You know?
I want to see it again. Did we catch whether his knee hit the ground anywhere in there? Let's see. He's got the ball in his hand there.
See, it looked like he almost
there, and ball's down.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, I think it rolled out maybe there from our angle, guys. It might be out right there. Take a look at that. If you look at the goalpost and look at the ball,
All right, maybe, but
it might have actually went out of the back of the end zone. And of course,
from my viewpoint and from looking on the video, it looked like it was still in.
Well, why don't we go down to our sideline reporter, Russell Fox? What'd you think? Was it in? Was it out? Where was it, man? Russell, you got to turn and look at us, buddy.
Can we hear you?
Yeah, you can. You got to turn and look at us.
All right. So,
nope. You got to turn around and look at us.
You guys
from the
stay
angle,
facing us.
sorry, was from the angle I was at, I was seeing a little bit of I was seeing it in, but I keep wanting to look at, try to see what the play was. No, so we're seeing it. I was seeing it in, but it might have been the angle I was at, but I saw it in.
All right, well, Maybe his knee was down at some point during that play. I don't know. What? I don't know any of the referees here. I don't know this crew, so I can't message Denny after the game and say, hey, what'd you have on that one?
I think he fumbled it out of the end zone, back into the end zone, so maybe it's not recoverable then?
I don't know.
Now you're just making stuff up.
Sounds like we're just making up what we're
just trying to.
A lot of other games going on in the area. Some area teams in action tonight. As over on the X stream, you can find Mohawk versus Montpelier.
I seen some comments here that said Mohawk's up 7-0 right now.
Kickoff fielded by the Tigers.
Oh, man.
And after retreating backwards, a little bit of a bobble on the initial control there. Levi Dawson, the return.
And a whole lot of running to get to about where he would have.
I was going to say,
about where he was.
I think he got about back to where he picked the ball up.
Yep.
We have some other games going on. Clyde playing Bellevue tonight. That's a big one. That's a rivalry game. Week 1 rematch between those two. Familiar matchup, obviously. Perkins playing Clearview. They're already up 14-0 in that one. Seneca East here on top of Woodmore 8-0. We talk about the Mohawk game. There is 7-0 Mohawk on top of Montpelier already. Port Clinton leading Edison 7-0. It's in the first quarter. Gibsonburg leading Ridgedale 8-0. We'll keep you updated on all those scores and more throughout the ball game here. We have a false start. Looks like an illegal procedure here against the Tigers. It's a false start or a shift penalty, I'm not sure. So let's check in with our sideline reporter. Russ, if you don't mind, look at us. What's the weather like tonight? What is our weather report looking like?
Currently right now we're feeling like 46 right now down here on the sidelines. Throughout the night we're feeling slow decrease in the weather. Towards the end of the game, third, fourth quarter, it's looking more towards 42, towards the 30 area.
All right, so it's going to get chilly down there. It's a good thing I had my extra hoodie with me, Russ.
Definitely, for sure.
You should take these extra gloves. My hands are starting to get a little sweaty.
Stop, Eric.
Yeah, I'm all right to be pulled up to the booth for tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm still wearing shorts regardless. So
You and Brendan, I picked both my sideline guys this year just always in shorts.
Yeah, we got those nice new coats that you got us last week. You're going to have to wear pants with that.
It looks like a dress on you, though, when you're wearing shorts.
Yep.
Duck Parks keeps it off the left side. And, nice finish at the end of the run there as he lowers his shoulder.
Yeah, he is fired up. You see him headbutt his teammate there on the sideline as he went out of bounds there. Yeah. He is fired up for tonight.
He's made out of a lot of piss and vinegar, I'll just say that. That kid has he's got some moxie. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean, you're nicknamed Duck. I mean, you've got to have some kind of moxie.
Third down and 3 coming up. Shotgun formation for the Tigers. One receiver here on the near side. Actually, they got a split end on the left side. And Duck Park's going to take the snap, keep it, follows his blocks, and picks up the first down. They've got it inside Wildcat territory down to the 45-yard line. That's a first down for the Tigers. Down to 1:44 left here in the first quarter.
Man, they're just doing whatever they want right now.
Yeah.
On offense and defense.
Take a look at the keys to the game after this play here. We got the stat breakdown from both of these teams coming into this one. Duck Parks looking to throw it. Throws it down the field, and he just overshoots his intended receiver looking for Jaron Deponette right around the goal line. I did see some laundry fly in there. I'm not sure whether that was from the referee or...
Take a look at the keys here. Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look at the keys to the game. Tonight for Woodmore, they got to be physical up front. They like to play bully ball. Well, tonight you're going to have to play bully ball. Get the ball out quick in the pass game. They got to set the edge, and they got to make them think twice about throwing deep. For Seneca East, take your shots. Make them play sideline to sideline. And you got to use that home field advantage to your advantage. And then they got to make plays in the backfield. That's what they're good at. They are good at making plays in the backfield. But you talk about these two teams, pretty even when you look at the stat sheet. Points per game, Woodmore about 36. Seneca East just about 32 points per game. They both fill up the stat sheet. But that rushing yards per game stands out when you look at the Wildcats. 241 yards per game on the season. And the one number that stood out to me, 21 takeaways. This defense is very opportunistic, so maybe that's why you're seeing this Seneca East offensive attack just focus on the run game to start this out because they don't want to put the ball in the air too much.
Yeah, they're getting this run game going. They're also lulling them to sleep for plays like that because they had him if he wouldn't just been overthrown just a touch.
Hand off to Gayheart. Oh, what a patient run there by Jackson Gayheart. As he tiptoes through the tulips and finds his way near the first down marker. That was a brilliant run there by Gayheart. First down for the Tigers. Parks takes the snap, keeps it off the left side. And I'll tell you what, that Seneca East offensive line, they're clearing some space up front, Eric.
Yeah, they're making it look easy for him right now to just get that edge. And they're just doing it over and over right now. Just do it until you can stop it.
Well, and they've had the ball the majority of this first quarter. That probably is going to be the last play. We'll see if they run one more here, but down to 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. And that will be the final play in the first quarter. Seneca East leading 8-0 over Woodmore. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
All right, and we're back here at Tigers Field in the jungle in Attica, Ohio. Nate Mullins, Eric Hall on the call with you here. Greg the Wizard Kinn on the ones and twos. Donnie Hannam on the main camera. And we have Russell Fox along the sideline with us tonight. Thanks for tuning in here on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Second quarter starts with the Jackson Gayheart run, and he pushes it down to the 10-yard line. Should be close to the first down marker. You know, I think I've seen that soccer ball in the background go up and down a couple times, and I've mistaken that for a flag.
Yep.
At least once or twice. Like, yeah. Tigers once again methodically on this offensive approach in this drive. One pass. I think they've thrown this entire game there.
Yeah, and it was there.
Yeah.
They've set that up, and I expect that they'll set that up, or they'll be setting it up for later too.
Parks keeps it up to about the 5-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 6, actually. So second down and goal. Warren JFK leading St. Paul 14-0. Gibsonburg on top of Ridgedale 14-0. Port Clinton leading Edison, like we said, 7-0 in the first quarter. Another game to keep an eye on. Colonel Crawford leading Eastern 7-0. Tigers have it, 2nd and goal. Ball at the 6. Parks brings a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hand off to Gayheart. Up the middle. And he breaks off a tackle. Keeps those legs churning. And he's down to about the 2, maybe the 3-yard line. Boy, he is just a nonstop motor. Like, that kid just refuses to go down.
Nope. Those legs keep churning, and he keeps moving forward until you get him down to the ground.
And they're just going right back to it, aren't they?
Quickly back to the line. Parks going to keep it. Now he bounces it to the left, and he is into the end zone, untouched for the touchdown. And we got a flag.
Yeah, he's
flies in at the end.
Celebrating with the student section over there. I think might get him a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Well, I don't understand that because Gayheart celebrated with the student section last week, and they didn't say anything. That was in Mohawk. You're at home. This is your student section right here. We'll see what the call is here.
Yeah, maybe they're.
I don't think that's.
Maybe they're talking.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that because he went and celebrated with the student section.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He didn't showboat the opponent. He didn't show up his opponent at all. I don't know. Maybe there's something I didn't see. So it'll be an unsportsmanlike against Seneca East. Wildcats look like they're going to take this one on the kickoff rather than enforce it on the extra point try.
I mean, you take any yards you can get here.
That's right. Well, you got to figure the first 2 times they've had the ball, they've had it inside the 20-yard line.
Got to get a better start than that.
Looked like Coach Phillips was getting an explanation down there because he's probably wondering the same thing we are. Like, why can't we celebrate with our own students?
Like I said, Jackson Gayheart did the exact same thing last week. Walked over to the student section, flexed right in front of them. Got pretty excited. They didn't call that. And I even heard, I went back and watched the GoPro footage, and the referees, I think somebody must have said on the field that's a flag, and he said, nope, he's allowed to do that. He's allowed to do that. So, I don't know.
Yeah, at one point, it wasn't the players on the field, but I saw a couple players and a coach run over and grab a selfie with the student section. The coach was just snapping that. So, well, no, it wasn't a coach. It wasn't a coach.
After the game. Tigers line up for the extra point here, leading 14-0. 10:08 left to play here in the first half. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. So Aiden Payne knocks through the extra point, puts the Tigers on top 15-0. In the early going here against Woodmore in this Division 6 Region 22 opening round matchup here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Eric Hall with you here. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Russell Fox, as he's down on the sideline. And Russell, what is the energy like down there? You are a football player yourself, so gauge the energy. Where are we at? Are we at like an 8, a 9, a 7? Where are we at with the energy here on the sideline with these Tigers? Go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
Hello? All right, there we are. So after that touchdown there, we're definitely right around like an 8 or 9 up there. Everybody's all hyped, getting ready, excited for after that play. After that flag was thrown, though, everybody kind of starts getting quiet. The energy starts dying down, trying to figure out what the flag was, what it was for, and why it happened. So from what you guys were saying, it probably was you guys were thinking it was the quarterback. From what I was hearing and from what I was hearing it was some of the linemen talking to the other team. So I don't know if I was hearing that right, but from my understanding, it was one of the front big boys up there.
Well, and that's why we have a sideline reporter. Thank you very much for that, Russell Fox. I appreciate that insight.
Yeah, and that definitely makes more sense than him celebrating with his own student section. So, yeah, it was definitely something that we weren't able to hear from up here.
Yeah, for sure. Great job on that one, Russell. Of course, the winner of tonight's matchup will move on to face Archbold. Where is that at, Greg? Like that's going to be a
northwest
drive,
here,
isn't it?
Yeah, it's up towards the Toledo area.
Yeah, that's up near the border.
She is a drive.
Kickoff fielded at the 35-yard line. Wildcats bring it back to the 46. Michael Seeger on the return. Senior, 6'1", 195-pounder. Sets the Wildcats up at their own 45-yard line. Best field position to start out here. They'll have it at the 46. So opportunity to make something happen here, but they've got to get some. They got to get some momentum on first and second down. Stop setting yourself up with a third and long. Get a couple yards on first down. Get a couple yards on second down.
Yeah, and it might take getting a little creative against Seneca East tonight. Landon Rich pick up a couple yards there. He'll take that first down. Like you were just talking about, trying to get him not in position to be in that third and long.
You got to win on first down if you want to win on third. It's a second down and 7. Just short of midfield here. Wildcats under center, I formation, handoff, Landon Rich off the right side. He's got some running room, and he is down inside the 35. They'll mark him at the 32, but he's inside Tiger territory, and that is what Wildcats football has been looking like this year.
Yep, and right on cue. You said they need to get something going, and that's the one you want to get going, and hopefully this keeps us keep that momentum going right now.
Wildcats with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. I formation once again. Handed off, Landon Rich, right side. He's tripped up in the backfield and stopped for a loss. They'll say he got back to the line of scrimmage, but nice job in the backfield getting there early. Jackson Gayheart in there on the stop. Derek Cornwell also in on the stop, senior linebacker.
Let's take a look at that run again that kind of got the momentum going here.
And a nice open field tackle there by Duck Parks to save the touchdown.
Still a good run there. Probably the biggest yards they've had all game.
For sure.
We want to thank the Seneca East Athletic Boosters once again for bringing that replay to you guys.
Second down and 9. Man in motion for the Wildcats. Turn around, hand it off. Landon Rich, left side. And he's got some running room. Picks up a couple. Give him about 4. So that'll set up a 3rd down and 5, and that's what you need, Eric.
Yep.
3rd down and manageable.
Yeah, when you base most of the game off your run game, those 3rd and longs are not good for business. And 3rd and long is already not good for business, but when you don't have a whole lot of pass plays in your back pocket, makes it even tougher.
3rd and 5. Hand off to Rich off the left side, and I think he's got the first down. Should be right at or just past the first down marker. He does pick it up.
Yep. Keep the drive going. This is an important drive for them here. They need to get some
really
points
is.
on the board here. You know, about halfway through the second quarter, you really don't want to go into halftime with a goose egg.
No. And you got to find some answers on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively, like you said, Eric, you can't come away empty-handed on this drive.
Start getting loud over here. You know, the Tiger fans are good for that.
And another carry for Landon Rich. Or was that? I think that was 7, actually, on the carry. Michael Seeger. No, I was right the first time. I got to trust my gut.
That's 7 and 9. Hard to tell the difference.
When you get old like me, yeah. Numbers kind of scrunch up a little bit. 2nd down and 8. They have it at the 17-yard line. Calvin Lipstraw under center, brings a man in motion. And the Wildcats, Landon Rich on the carry. Short gain, maybe about a yard or 2. Sets him up with 3rd and about 6. That's a long 6 coming up here.
Yeah, you're getting right out of that third and manageable range.
It ain't getting any
Still
shorter.
there.
See what you're made of here.
Well, so far on this drive, they've been able to pick up these third and mediums.
Lipstraw under center. Rich in the backfield. Quick pitch to the left side, trying to get the stretch play here. Follows his blocks, and Landon Rich looks like he has the first down. And this Wildcats offense starting to move. They have it inside the 10-yard line. This will be a first and goal situation.
And I think that's what they needed to do. They're starting to get stuffed up the middle there. And run up the middle a few times, pitch it outside, catch them off guard. Right there was the time that they needed it.
First and goal at the 6. Calvin Lipstraw under center. Quick pitch to the left. This is Landon Rich trying to find some running room. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5. They'll push him out around the 3-yard line. We talk about those Seneca East athletic boosters. They jumped on with us for the premier spot. They are our instant replay sponsor here tonight. But, man, I got to say something about just the hospitality that you feel when you step foot in this facility. I mean, you're treated like family.
Yep, one of my favorite places to come.
.420 left to play here in the first half. Wildcats with it, I formation. They bring a man in motion. Hand it off. Landon Rich is tripped up and dropped in the backfield. Guess who? Jackson Gayheart making the stop in the backfield. Boy, he's like a missile getting in the backfield like that, man.
Yeah, you think he's familiar down there in them trenches.
But the athletic boosters here, they're in charge of the tent down there where you get all the deliciousness. So, yeah, they have a concession stand like everybody else, but they also have a little booster stand off to the side where they sell these delicious ribeye sandwiches, these tiger dogs. Just, I mean,
Can't wait to get one.
so much.
You talk about the hospitality. They told us about it and then brought us a tiger dog last year that we were here, I think. Was it last year?
No, it was earlier this season.
Rich, the ball carrier, and he is snagged in the backfield. They had him by the ankle. I mean, it wasn't letting go.
Had him by the jersey there.
It was like my grandma's dog. Had me by the ankle, wouldn't let go. And this is a 4th and goal. They're going to keep the offense on the field. 4th and goal from the 4-yard line. I asked Coach Scott Staker, what is the offensive identity for this team in one sentence? He said 3 yards and a cloud of dust. Well, you're going to need 4 in this one.
Like we were saying earlier, so far on this drive, they've been able to pick up those mid yardage that they've needed. Would have liked to pick it up on 3rd down, but let's see if they're going to be able to pick it up on 4th down.
It's a big 4th down coming up here. Once again, can't thank our sponsors enough for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Adventure Driving Academy, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Seneca East Athletic Boosters, Drawn to the Surface, Webster Industries, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, North Central Electric Cooperative, and Gayheart Concrete. Let me tell you about our friends at Adventure Driving Academy. They are our proud sponsors for the halftime show. Our halftime show is presented by Adventure Driving Academy, the premier student driving instruction company in your backyard. Visit AdventureDrivingAcademy.com to start your journey today. Adventure Driving Academy. Your adventure starts here.
Let's see if we can end this adventure in the end zone.
4th and 4 from the 4. Rich, the ball carrier, once again. Tigers in the backfield.
Number 34, the first one to get in there.
Big time stop by Derek Cornwell as he comes up with the stop at the line of scrimmage. Turnover on downs.
Wraps around him there, doesn't let go, drafts down, he can't get the 4 yards he needs.
And these Tigers linebackers are they're eating because the defensive front is eating up all those blocks. I mean, I'm telling you, they're sucking up 2-3 blocks at a time. Them linebackers are roaming free.
Yeah, they're just making it possible for Woodmore to get anything going. They started to show a little life on that drive, and Seneca East just showed up at the end there to put their foot down and say, no, not going to happen.
So the Tigers take over at their own 4-yard line.
Now, Nate, we talked about this last week at the Mohawk game, that bend but don't break mentality that this defense has.
Oh, how many stops did they have inside the 5 last week? 3?
That's the kind of defense you want to have down
And there's
there.
another one. They're picking up where they left off last week, Greg. So the Tigers have 2nd down and 4 coming up. They've got it at the 10-yard line. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the first half. Once again, stick around for our halftime show brought to you by Adventure Driving Academy. We'll have our marching band performance presented by Forte Music. Duck Parks keeps it off the left side. Picks up the first down. And he's got it down near the 20-yard line. And this is just a no-nonsense approach here with this offensive attack. The way they approach their game plan every week is just they're not messing around. They're just going right after it. They're coming right downhill at you, and they're saying, "Hey, you might know what we're going to run, but try to stop it."
Yeah.
Another counter look here. Gayheart off the left side this time. And the Wildcats defense doing a nice job standing him up, dropping him in the backfield. That was a play that last week, Eric, they didn't show that look a whole lot in the first half because they were trying to get the defense to kind of loosen up a little bit. But in the second half, man, they went to that look extensively. That counter look was just deadly against that Mohawk front.
Yeah, there was just nothing they could do to stop it.
Yeah, that's probably what Coach Scott Staker had his guys coached up on this week was, hey, don't get bit on the counter. Watch your pullers. Read your keys. Doug Parks keeps it off the right side, and he is hit and dropped right around the 20-yard line.
Some laundry came flying up, I think.
And he was hit up a little high on the hit, but I don't know. He was a runner in that situation, so.
Nope, they got him for a hold. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything wrong with the hit. So
yeah, I didn't think so either.
But that hold will back him up 10 yards.
Oh, you just calm down, tough guys over here. Back in my day, used to be able to hit
Back in my day.
so their heads went all the way around. They didn't come to school for the next 3 days.
Back in my day, concussion test was just, hey, how many fingers am I holding up?
Coach would just tap me 3 times, tell me 3.
Hey,
Tell me 3.
boy, I'm telling you, don't look at the other 2. It's just the 2 in the middle. We got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. 59 seconds left here in the first half.
Yeah, we talked about the keys of the game earlier, and so far, Seneca East is checking all those boxes.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we mentioned the Athletic Boosters. Instant replays tonight are presented by the Seneca East Athletic Booster Department. Proud supporters of Tiger Athletics and the student athletes who make this community proud. From the classroom to the playing field, the Booster Club is helping keep the Tiger tradition strong. And not only that, but they're helping keep my belly full at halftime because, man, they got some good food over here. Now you guys know why I'm over here and they're in Sycamore this week because I wanted my ribeyes. I'm joking.
Sure.
Am I?
Kind of.
A little bit.
Hey, sometimes it just works out.
The Tigers did their job last week.
I was gonna say, let's just say you
if they
followed whoever won last week.
That's right.
Now that, and I think Cooper might have cried if he didn't get to watch
Yeah,
Mohawk play this
that's
week.
true. Cooper has been following those Warriors all season. First, 2nd down and 20 here for the Tigers.
That's where Woodmore might want to start burning some of these timeouts. Maybe try to get some good field position, try to put some points on last-second points on the board before we get to half here.
And just use their final timeout here. So it's a 3rd and 20 coming up for the Tigers. It'll be about 3rd and 19, 18, somewhere around in there. But with 51 seconds left in the first half, and these Tigers, I don't think they're going to do anything too cute here, Eric.
No.
Probably just going to run the ball, keep the ball on the ground, try to run that clock as close to the end of the play clock as they can, then take a timeout, punt the ball. You're looking at probably about 13 seconds left when Woodmore gets the ball back, possibly.
Yeah, right now you're just trying to do anything to turn some momentum. Maybe you can get a blocked punt. You know, anything you can do to get some momentum going for Woodmore right now.
And they had some going, but that defense just standing tall again inside the own 5-yard line. That's how you win championships right there, guys. They're right on the right path to winning one here in the postseason.
The Tigers pick up about maybe 6-7 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Fourth down and long. Actually, I don't think he picked up anything on that one. I got to sort out this penalty situation here. Boy, it's a sloppy game here.
Yeah, it's been.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter. We got Russell Fox down there on the sideline. What's going on down there, man? What's the conversation about?
I couldn't really tell you from where I'm seeing. From where I'm standing, it looked like a clean play. The only thing I could kind of see is that I couldn't tell the number from where I was at, but there's one more player who came in and kind of landed on top of the quarterback a little bit after the whistle was blown, so maybe they're talking about that a little bit. But other than that, it looked like a clean play to me.
Well, they called a face mask against the Tigers. So,
maybe somebody got some hand in there where we couldn't see from over here.
Yeah. It's actually offsetting penalties. I think they did, like you said, Russell, I think they did get the Woodmore player for the infraction, but then also caught the Tigers for a face mask as well. So offsetting penalties, no harm done.
Yeah,
4th and 12.
You're almost here. You're almost to halftime. You can't let the frustration start to get to you.
But I say no harm done, but they did stop the clock, give them a little time to think about their next move here.
Yeah.
It is 30 seconds left here in the first half. I think the Tigers are just going to run this play clock all the way down as far as they can, take the timeout, and then they'll punt it away. Now, if it's a 40-second play clock, then that means there's going to be about 3 seconds left when they call this timeout. Or 4.
There you go, Nate.
So the Tigers will have to kick it away, or will they? Eric, what do you do in this situation? Do you punt the ball?
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. I'm just punting that ball.
How many seconds you got left here?
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, if you run the ball, say you run duck, give them a little bit of like a, I wouldn't say a quarterback draw, but almost like you're going to pass it and you roll out to the right, and then just kind of take off and run and stay in bounds.
Yeah, and as long as
that last 4 seconds.
As long as you see zeros on there before you make your decision if you're going to chuck that downfield or if you're going to take off and run with it.
But then again, you are at the 15-yard line. I don't think you're going to be making any chances. Eric,
yeah.
Ed Phillips just would not do something like that.
No.
It sounds like something I would do in Madden, but definitely not something that Coach Phillips would be drawing up over there. But we'll see. Huh?
So you're saying you're not going to see the punter start the kick and then take off running? Doubt we're going to see that play coming?
I mean, we saw that in the Calvert game this year, but I don't know if we're going to see that here.
Yeah, those are two different coaches' styles.
Yeah. Yeah, old
Just
Uncle
a little
Lento's not afraid to take some chances.
Nope.
Once again, see, what do I tell you? What do we got going on here?
Wow.
They're going to throw it.
I mean,
Jaron Deponette down the right sideline. They're just going to throw it and run out the rest of the clock.
Yep, pretty much just a punt. Same as a punt, a little more control.
Yep.
You have your quarterback chuck it down instead of having a punt.
That's the final play of the first half. Your score, Seneca East 15, Woodmore nothing. We'll step aside, take a timeout. We'll come back with a halftime show brought to you by Adventure Driving Academy, where we have our marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music. That's coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Get to know the faces that bring you the best in sports, life, and everything in between. It's the Pulse Podcast. Every Monday at 7 o'clock on YouTube. Only on Heart of Ohio Sports. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
Playoff football is here, and Heart of Ohio Sports is bringing you every moment. Your business can be part of the action, reaching thousands of fans all across the Buckeye State. Spots are limited, so lock in your playoff sponsorship today. Send us an email to sales@heartofohiosports.com.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
football teams from both schools, this song brings power, energy, and drive, pushing through every challenge with determination and grit. We celebrate the winning seasons and accomplishments and making the playoffs for these two teams with this classic rock tune that's one of our favorite pep tunes. And now to close our halftime performance for this playoff game, we return to the ending of our contest show with Mussorgsky's thrilling Night on Bald Mountain. The Woodmore Marching Band takes you on a dramatic musical journey through storm, shadow, and triumph, where light ultimately overcomes the darkness. Woodmore Band would like to thank Mr. Tyler Schultz and the Seneca East High School Band for your hospitality. We hope you have a great and successful school year. Thank you for your kind applause, and please enjoy the rest of the game. Good evening, Los Angeles. This evening we will be performing the monster mashup of our favorites throughout the season. The Seneca East Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Schultz, Senior Field Commander Maddie Smith, and Sophomore Field Commander Natalie Snavely. At this time, I would like to introduce the Seneca East Tiger Pride! We kick off our set tonight with a song from our senior show. We kick off with a 2011 dance hit by Pitbull, featuring Neo, Applejack, and Meyer. Written in just one night, this club anthem top charts worldwide. Our senior show closure. Our seniors got together to create a dance break, as well as a percussion break written by Parker Edwards. We bring you All of the Lights from Kanye West's 2010 album, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. With over 14 guest artists and a Grammy win for Best Rap Song, it's one of the most ambitious pop productions of all time.
You've got these, you've got alerts, remember.
heard tonight's favorite song from our show too, Mr. Brightside, the Kills' debut single from 2003. The lyrics were written after lead singer Brandon Flowers discovered his girlfriend was seeing someone else, and it has remained one of the band's signature songs. Thank you for all your enthusiastic support of all musicians tonight. Go Tigers!
And watching Carnival House Sports.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. More than just a game, this is Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
watching
Playoff football is
Heart of
here.
Ohio
Heart of Ohio
Sports.
Sports is bringing you every moment. Your business can be part of the action, reaching thousands of fans all across the Buckeye State. Spots are limited, so lock in your playoff sponsorship today. Send us an email to sales@heartofohiosports.com. Get to know the faces that bring you the best in sports, life, and everything in between. It's the Pulse Podcast. Every Monday at 7 o'clock on YouTube. Only on Heart of Ohio Sports. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
And we're back here at Tigers Field, live in the jungle in Attica. Halftime show brought to you by Adventure Driving Academy, the premier student driving instruction company in your backyard. Visit AdventureDrivingAcademy.com to start your journey today. Adventure Driving Academy, your adventure starts here.
You aren't kidding, Nate. We got a teenager on the crew tonight, and the first thing he did when he came in here at halftime is he looked at that and he said, "Hey, I use that driving place." Mm-hmm. It's like, so yeah, it must be well known around here.
Well, and it's not only is it well known, but I mean, people talk raves about that driving service. Just you gotta. That's something that you just have to do. Your kids, you're growing up. You know, it's something that's just.
You gotta trust them with your kid when they're out there.
Exactly.
Trying to teach you how to drive.
That's where I was coming with this. It's like you've got to. Eventually, your kid's got to get their license, and you've got to make sure that they go through the proper training in driver's ed. Go to the best. Don't mess around. This is your kid's safety at risk here, folks. So you're talking about the safety of your children. Trust the experts at Adventure Driving Academy. Once again, our halftime show sponsor. Big shout out to Joe for jumping on with us this week. He'll be on for the Seneca East game next week if they are to hold on and win here tonight. So the Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. Tigers lead it 15-0, and they'll start out on offense. Kickoff fielded at the 30-yard line, and the returner goes down right around the 34-yard line. Number 7 on the return, Jamison Roofing. All right, let's check in with our sideline reporter as Russell Fox is down there along the sidelines. Now, Russell, I sent you on a special trip to the concession stand, but this isn't just any normal concession stand. What was the smells like as you approached that tent?
Oh, it was awesome. With every step I took, I just got more and more hungry.
Now, you're a farm guy. You guys got some great beef, Fox Farm beef, some of the best beef around. You got to get a chance. Get yourself one of those ribeyes before we leave, because I'm telling you, buddy, that's some delicious ribeye.
For sure, definitely. I will guarantee I get one.
All right, 11:57 left here in the here in the third quarter, and the Tigers start out on offense at the 34-yard line. Parks hands it off. Jackson Gayheart. Actually, that's Duck Parks on the carry. Yeah. Gayheart was the fake. Yes. He got me because I wasn't even looking at the play to start until it already developed.
You're thinking about ribeyes.
That's exactly
right.
It's
Hard to concentrate on anything else.
Now, I got one at halftime. Now, we're walking over to the tent. And Seneca East Athletic Boosters are the ones that put on that brilliant tent. And I'm walking up there, and Eric walks away, and he goes, "I've got a ribeye and a tiger dog." And they wouldn't let me pay for it. And that's the hospitality we get here, folks. They love us here at Seneca East.
Yeah, and they know that food is so good that we're just going to get on the broadcast and talk about it. Mm-hmm. So,
well, I think we've made the tiger dog, a name that's well recognized around these parts. Everybody knows what a tiger dog is.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm standing there in line, and the guy behind me is like, "I'm getting you a tiger dog." It's almost like it's a gift that you give to someone?
Oh man, and that's not just a plain old regular hot dog. That is a big old beef hot dog.
Quarter-pound beef.
It's like a
all beef hot
hoagie
dog.
bun. You ain't just getting. This isn't just no little dinky hot dog bun. This is like a hogie bun.
And they give
So
you about
can-
a sandwich serving where the pulled pork.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's so they can fit all that pulled pork and cheese on
buddy.
in there with it. Man,
3rd and 5, low snap. Parks, little fake pitch, but they give it to Gayheart.
faked
tried
the
the-
first pitch, and Gayheart was there waiting in the middle, like, "Hey, give it to me. I got this. I got this."
Little deception there by the Tigers, but they still come up short of the first down marker. It'll be 4th and 2.
It looks like that offense is staying out there.
Now, Eric, you're not familiar with the Seneca East Ed Phillips approach. A lot of times you'll see this, and they'll come out looking like they're going to run a play, but then the quarterback will drop back a couple steps, and he'll just punt the ball away.
Yeah,
So-
it makes it easy to do when your quarterback is also your punter.
Exactly. So, see, like you say right here, they look like they're going to go for it. They're going to check the defense. They're going to check the matchups.
Yep,
and
get a
there he
look
goes.
at
They're gonna
it.
drop back, and they're just going to pooch punt this thing away.
Yeah, and then you don't have a guy ready back there. I mean, that's the problem with that.
And the ball will roll inside the 20 down to the 19-yard line, and that's where the Wildcats will take over. So they get the 3 and out they needed to start this second half. Now they got a long ways to go, Eric. 81 yards to get this one into the end zone. They got to get some points on the board.
Yeah, definitely. They this first drive is definitely important. They need to. They had that one drive in the first half where they were able to start getting some things going. They need to be able to start figuring that stuff out and get it going on this first drive right here. That would be huge for the confidence builder.
Need that momentum to get things going here in the second half.
1st and 10. They fake the pitch. Lipstraw slings it right side complete to his receiver, and they got the first down. Nice little pitch and catch between Lipstraw and Wesley Kaiser.
Yeah, caught him off guard there. Came out first play out of half. They ran the whole first half and come out in the first half or second half throwing. Caught him off guard. Picked up the first down right off the bat. That's what they needed.
Well, and Kaiser was wide open out there. I mean, kind of caught the defense off guard there.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody was sold out on trying to stop Landon Rich on that pitch to the outside. Left a nice little soft pocket there on the right. First down, Wildcats. Quick pitch right side. Landon Rich, the ball carrier. And he breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he falls forward to about the 45-yard line. That's an impressive run there by the senior running back, Landon Rich.
Yeah, and he got his sideline going over there. They're all excited over that run.
Now, I will say, Eric, he needed 103 yards to eclipse the 2,000-yard mark tonight. The Seneca East defense, they're only giving up about 101 yards per game.
Yeah, they're stingy.
So it's going to be a test of wills here tonight. Strength against strength. First down for the Wildcats. Lipstraw under center. Gives it off. Rich, the ball carrier. Picks up a couple.
Yeah, we talked about that battle, the strength against strength. The first half, Seneca East was able to win that battle, especially with that big stop on 4th down. Let's not forget about that.
Yep.
Down there in the 5-yard line. So Woodmore's going to have to get going and win this second half of that battle.
Second down and 8. Lipstraw under center. Quick pitch to the right. That's Landon Rich, the ball carrier, trying to find some running room. And he's going to be out of bounds past midfield. They'll mark him out at about, let's see where they mark him. Should be about the 50, about the 49-yard line. Yeah, just past the 50.
That's that ever familiar 3rd and 4.
We'll talk about this player spotlight here in just a moment, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. As we talk about Landon Rich being 103 yards away from that 2,000-yard mark. We'll talk about his stats leading up to this one and just his impact on this Wildcats offense. 3rd down and 4. I formation here. Under center. Lipstraw fakes the pitch. Looking right, looking left side, and he is nobody home.
Too much on that one there.
And he was looking for his intended receiver, Jesse Lopez out there on the left side. But that's going to bring up fourth down. Now this Tigers defense, Greg, they've already been called to task on fourth down. They've come up with a stop already inside the 5-yard line. Denied the Wildcats an opportunity at a score in the first half. What do you do here if you're Coach Scott Staker?
I mean, this tonight and last week, this defense has just seemed impenetrable. I don't
know what it is about fourth downs, man, but
I mean, you're about midfield here, but you've got to find a spark here with 7 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And a nice little quick pitch. They fake it over the middle. Wide open receiver. What a play. Michael Seeger on 4th and 4. The Wildcats catch the Tigers sleeping.
Take another look at that one here. And a fake pitch to the bag, and he just tosses it really quick right over the middle.
That's a great designed play there.
It almost looked like two. Did he fake a first handoff and then fake a pitch before he threw that?
Yeah, he faked the handoff, then faked the quick pitch, and then he had his guy wide open.
What a play call right there.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 12. Calvin Lipstraw under center. Takes the snap, handoff, Landon Rich. He's swallowed up and dropped. Big stop in the backfield. Brett Martin, the first one in there to grab him.
I know you got to keep him honest. You can't counter every time, but there's just been no holes in the middle of that big defensive line.
Boy, Brett Martin is just a one-by-one Lego brick, isn't he?
Yes.
Like, my goodness, that boy is just solid as granite. 2nd down and 11. Quick pitch, Rich on the right side, trying to find a little room. He's got some. Breaks a tackle, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Landon Rich punches it in from 13 yards out. And the Wildcats are on the board with 6:14 left to play here in the third quarter.
Such a huge drive. We talked about it before that drive started. They needed that bad. They were able to get it.
Just hopping around there.
A big-time play there by Landon Rich. Wildcats on to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. And it is a one-possession ball game. 6:15 left to play here in the third quarter. Let's take a look at that player spotlight.
After that one.
As the guy who ended up in the end zone is on our player spotlight here. Woodmore's Landon Rich, senior running back on the season, 228 carries, 1,897 yards, 30 touchdowns. That's good for 8.3 yards per carry. Just one time he's put the ball on the ground this year and lost it. 190 yards per game for this young man coming into this one. Just an outstanding season and a career surpassing over 4,600 yards coming into this game.
Yeah, that's a definition of a bell cow back, and you got to love that as a coach when you got somebody that you can just hand it to and say, run somebody over. Go ahead.
Once again, player spotlight brought to you by our friends at Vicek Orthodontics. Stop down and see Robin and the friendly staff at Vicek Orthodontics for all of your orthodontic needs. I'm telling you, folks.
Want to look at the other one while we're still there? Yeah.
Talk about for Seneca East, I'm looking at Duck Parks. On the season, he's completed about 55% of his passes, 1,649 yards, 17 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, but also he's toting the rock, Eric. 141 carries, 602 yards, and 8 touchdowns on the ground. So, boy, he can do it all for this Seneca East offense. But the Wildcats feeling a little bit of momentum right now, Eric.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed. Coming out of that half, they needed to come out with some energy. They needed to get that first drive going. They were able to punch in that score and make it a one-possession game now. It takes a lot of the pressure off. You don't have to wait until you start getting down towards the end of that game to start closing this gap a little bit. So, huge momentum shift for them right there.
And let's not forget that on that drive, they went for it on 4th and 4 from the midfield. So they knew how important momentum was and how important it was to score on that drive.
Absolutely. This was such a huge statement drive there. They get the 3 and out to start the second half. Then they go down the field, get the touchdown and the extra point because that's huge. And it's a one-possession ball game. Tigers lead it by 8. They have possession.
Yeah,
One thing we have not seen a whole lot of tonight, Eric, we have not seen the Tigers even try to stretch the field.
No, they have not aired it out very much yet.
And that's such a stark contrast from what we saw last week against the Warriors, because it felt like early on, that was their goal, was to try to loosen up that defense, get them away from the line of scrimmage. It almost feels like they're trying to bait them to get closer to the line so that maybe they're setting up a pass play here. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and they showed that earlier, and it worked. They had him open. They
didn't hit the pass.
Was not able to get it to him.
Well, we know,
able to get a little past him, actually.
we know Woodmore can run the ball, but defensively, I wonder how those defensive backs are.
Gayheart on the carry, but the Wildcats are there to make the stop right at the line of scrimmage. They're starting to get some penetration into the backfield. Ryan Maynard on the stop for the Wildcats. Now, he was fired up after that one. But he was fired up at practice. When I was over there on Wednesday, that's the kid that stuck out to me, man. He looked like Thor in his uniform, the long blonde hair sticking out the back of his helmet. And boy, he was fired up. All them kids were so grateful for us coming over there for that interview.
I say there's always the one or two kids that sticks out with the it factor, though, that you definitely notice.
3rd and long, Parks back to pass. Now he's looking over the middle of the field. Deponette was the intended receiver.
Got tangled up.
But he caught the turf monster.
Yeah, he was looking for a flag, but I think their legs just got tangled up. There's no call there. That's a good no call, I think.
Taking another look here.
We'll see the call here. Yeah, that's a good call. There's nothing that he did there.
I think he tried to hit the boost there and tried to take off a little faster and just missed up. Took a misstep there, and like you said, the turf monster grabbed him.
So for the second time here in the second half, this Wildcats defense forces a 3 and out.
That's exactly what you needed if you're the Wildcats.
100%.
Flipping the script here in the second half.
I want to check in with our sideline reporter after this punt, gauge the energy on the sideline, see what it's like down there right now. He said it was about a 7 or an 8 earlier. We'll check in and see after this play where it's at. Tigers get the punt away. Jackson Gayheart, the punter. Ball rolls down to about the 44-yard line. That's where the Wildcats will take over for their second possession of the second half. First time, they punched it in after forcing a 3 and out. Now they force another 3 and out here. We'll see what they can do. Got the Cottingham brothers on the field right now. Aiden and Trevin out there together.
Their former Eagles teammates standing on the sideline watching them. And I saw another former Eagle pass me on the way up there.
Rich, the ball carrier, and he's going to be stopped right at the line. That was a nice stop in the backfield by that Tigers defense.
Yeah, this is a big possession for this Tigers defense. They don't want to let them keep this momentum going, take another drive down there, potentially tie this game up.
Gunnar Polacek on the tackle for the Tigers. You got to figure that's the East coaching staff's probably challenged those guys on the sideline. Like, this is your series right here. Landon Rich swallowed up in the backfield, falls forward for a yard, but this Tigers defense forcing a 3rd and 9.
Up to the task so far.
Let's check in with our sideline reporter. Russell Fox is down there along the sidelines. It is a 3rd and 9. What's the energy like down there, Russell?
Down there in the foxhole.
So before all this 3rd down and stops here by the Woodmore Seneca East defense, I was going to give you all an inspirational quote that I was given by one of my coaches in the locker room, saying like, when we were down is that we need to go out there and we need to put doubt into the other team's sideline. Show them that we are here to play this game and we're not going to give up. But it looks like the Seneca East defense read my mind, and they're able to come out here and make some big plays.
Lipstraw slings it, and it's off the receiver's hands and into the awaiting arms of another receiver. Wait a second. You can't call him down.
Hold on a minute here.
How does this work? Okay, so
he threw a flag.
If it was a tip and he tipped it to his receiver, they call him down where the tip is?
Okay, they're picking up the flag.
I'm going to have to ask Denny about this one, because this is one of those rule book things that I'm not going to be able to understand.
Yeah, look at that.
How is that? How is that not just a tip in the air to his teammate?
Well, So from what I'm seeing down here, when he tipped it into his hands, the ball came up, and when he caught it, his knee was on the ground as he caught it. So they're calling him down for that.
There it is. Yep,
yeah.
we saw it right there. Great insight, Russell.
Because you can't see his knee from the player standing on the sideline there.
Excellent insight from Russell Fox, our sideline reporter.
Yeah, had us all confused up here in the booth.
Landon Rich, the ball carrier.
What a play, though.
You ain't kidding, Greg.
Make sure I save that one for
That was a 3rd and 9.
Just the immaculate reception. What do they call that with the Steelers?
Yeah, we're not here to talk about that.
Oh, get over here.
Are you Tony? Yeah, we're not here to talk about that.
Good to see you.
Welcome to the broadcast. 2nd and 7. They fake the pitch. Lipstraw rolls to his right, looking for somebody. Anybody. Slings it down the field. He got a target, and it's complete. What a catch by Wesley Kaiser.
That just looks like some old homemade backyard football there. He said, hey, I need somebody to get open. He said, I got you. Let's take another look at this one here, guys. Look. He's looking, and he says, hey, right here, man, I'm going to turn up field him right there. Boom. Just hops up and grabs that one.
Polacek tried to make the play, but was just a step behind the receiver. And now the Wildcats have it 1st and goal at the 5-yard line, trailing by 8.
That's a great job of the receiver there, too, turning up field and getting himself open.
Lipstraw under center, hands it off. Landon Rich barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And it is a 2-point ball game with 1:47 left to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Wow, just like that. Did not take them long. They came right out from the half and stuffed this right down their throats.
Yeah.
Chance to tie the game here.
Yeah, the momentum's just completely changing here, guys.
So now the Wildcats.
See if we get another look at that one, just right up the gut. Boom, just barrels right in.
Parks came in low, trying to take his knees out, take his pins out, I guess is what you would call it. But Wildcats lining up to go for 2 here to try to tie this one up. 15-13 is your score. Calvin Lipstraw looks over the defense, settles under center. I formation for the Wildcats. Rich, the ball carrier, a little mishap on the exchange. And
not gonna get there.
the Wildcats unable to make it. So we are separated by a safety with 1:47 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look around the area. We got some score updates for you.
We got some updates here in the comments I see here. If you want to take a look there, Nate, I see a Carey 9, Patrick Henry nothing game.
Yes, Carey is leading Patrick Henry 9-0. That's an update I was going to give you here. Mohawk leading Montpelier 28-0. That one's over on the X stream. Port Clinton blanking Edison 17-0. I got that one so far. I don't have an update since the 2nd quarter on that one. Olmsted Falls leading Fremont Ross 42-12 at halftime. Colonel Crawford leading Eastern 28-0. And then we'll take a look. Warren JFK leading St. Paul 20-14. Flyers have come back to make that one a ball game. Perkins dominating Clearview 48-0. And here's another good one for you. Bellevue 6, Clyde 3.
Oh, man.
That's not a baseball score.
No. You know, it's going to be a great game between those two. And then on top of that, you got the week 1 rematch there where you're trying to get revenge. And it's just all kinds of stories there.
Gibsonburg, another big score. Eric, what's the score on that one?
Yeah, 48-0 over Ridgedale. That's a surprise with that running team there. Usually see it's a little bit low scoring in Gibsonburg usually, so they're really putting it on Ridgedale.
Their defense is so opportunistic, though. They force turnovers, and then they score points off those turnovers.
Oh, speaking of, thought we had one here.
Tigers on the return, bring it back right around the 30-yard line before they're driven out of bounds. Colton Young on the return for the Tigers. How's that Tiger dog treating you, Greg? He's like, dude, you caught me.
Dude, that's so good. That's why I keep have my mic up here by my head.
I pulled I caught you like I do Eric.
Yeah, he's good at that.
I was like, I seen him about to take a bite. I'm like, how's that treating you over there?
Hey, big man, you gonna
Smells
finish
good,
that?
too.
It's okay. You let me take the other 12 bites of it without
Hey,
saying
big fella, you gonna finish that? I got a dog at home that really like that.
I got a dog in my mouth.
1st and 10. Tigers at the 30-yard line.
They really need an answer here.
Absolutely. Duck Parks slings it right side, and Gayheart, the intended receiver, that one skips in there, incomplete. This Region 22 is stacked. So many good teams in this region, and a lot of them local, folks. A lot of them are familiar teams. A couple teams waiting on opponents as Margaretta, the number 1 seed, waiting the winner of the Carey-Patrick Henry game. Hopewell Loudon is awaiting the winner of the Bluffton Western Reserve game. And then this game here, the winner will move on to face Archbold next week, who someone in the comments claims doesn't matter, they're going to beat them by 50, whoever wins this game, huh? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Archbold's got a lot of people talking about that team this year. For some reason, they seem to be the consensus pick in this region, and I think a lot of disrespect is going towards Hopewell Loudon and Margaretta in that regard, just because you might say Archbold might have a pretty tough schedule, but
That's pretty Archbold of you to say.
I'm just saying, like, that just says you haven't been watching any football in our area. So,
Well, I had no idea until tonight that you were such a wildlife fan. They just keep yelling duck parks all the time.
and that one is incomplete. The Wildcats, another 3-and-out.
Man.
The third consecutive 3-and-out forced by this defense here in the second half. Now, wait a second. It's 4th and 5. If you're Coach Ed Phillips, what do you do here? You haven't had a chance. Haven't been able to stop them on defense here.
So you got 58 seconds left before you hit the fourth quarter. You know, is this the moment where you say, let's see if we can get that spark? But like you said, Nate, you haven't been able to stop them on defense. So do you want to give them the short field?
Right, that's what I was thinking. Do you want to give them that short field, or do you want to have to tell your defense to buckle down?
You got to make sure you can convert here or get it away safely, just like that.
Parks gets the punt away.
Oh, it
takes a Wildcat roll from the 38 to the 40. And that's where the Woodmore Wildcats will take over for their third possession of the second half. Folks, they trailed 15-0 at halftime. And now, trailing by 2, they take possession at their own 40-yard line with a chance to take the lead on this drive.
I tell you, Nate, I keep seeing the score here of that Mohawk and Montpelier game. And it almost makes me feel kind of bad. Didn't you say it was Montpelier's only 5th time being in the playoffs in school history or something like that?
Yes, Montpelier.
So not really the best night for them tonight, but I mean, congratulations on making it to the playoffs. Plenty of teams around the area didn't. So
interesting fact from that game: the senior class is only the second senior class in school history to have multiple playoff berths.
Oh wow!
Well, if you only have 5,
that's big time.
That means you have another senior class.
That's something to hang your head on over there for sure.
Yeah. Just 1st and 10 Wildcats at the 40-yard line.
You hear the noisemakers coming up here over in Attica.
Stood up and dropped in the backfield for a loss. The Tigers caught him by the toe as he's dropped at the 35-yard line. I think that was Gayheart in on a stop. No, it was 34.
No, I thought you told me these rich kids were always good.
What'd you say?
So I thought you told me these rich kids were always good.
Well, being rich has its advantages.
I was trying to remember exactly what it was that you punned off of that one there.
Should be the final play of the third quarter. Lipstraw looking to pass. Looking over the middle, and incomplete. He overthrows his intended receiver. He had Robert Seeger wide open, right down the seam, but just overthrows him.
That one just took the old Nerf ball wobble through the air and just sailed on him.
The Wildcats have been catching the Tigers off guard with the passing game here.
Yeah, they've been setting it up just right, and it's been working.
A lot of it has been over the middle.
Yeah.
You're seeing a lot of it.
Yeah,
they're taking advantage of the aggressiveness of this defense. They're vacating the middle part of this zone. Wildcats are just filling those gaps. 3rd down and 15. Lipstraw under center. Gonna throw it. Rolling to his left. And we got a stoppage in play here.
Oh. That's interesting.
Saw a player down at
That
first.
had nothing to do with it.
Oh, okay.
Dead ball false start against the Wildcats.
That's not what you need on a 3rd and 15.
Not at all.
Especially when you had all the momentum so far here in the
100%.
second half. That's going to be a drive killer right there.
We'll check in with our sideline reporter, Russell Fox. He's down there. He's got a beat. Would you call that a Tiger beat? On the energy down there?
Yeah, how are we doing up there?
Doing good.
Really, after that touchdown, we were looking really up here. But after this interesting drive for the defense, the energy's starting to pick up, and I think that momentum is our way.
All right.
Says you can feel the momentum swinging on
Lipstraw over the middle. Incomplete.
Again, just almost the same exact thing there.
Looking for his intended receiver. That was intended for Colin Perkins, sophomore receiver.
And Seneca East was a little more ready for that one. They had some pressure in the backfield and 2 men down there to defend that pass, and that's exactly what you needed heading into this fourth quarter.
All right, yeah, that's the end of the third here. Nate, want to step aside?
That is the end of the third quarter. Seneca East leading Woodmore 15-13. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
And we're back here at Tigers Field. Start of the fourth quarter sees the Tigers field the punt from the Wildcats. And I think the Wildcats downed it at about the 48-yard line after it took a friendly roll for the Tigers.
Took a little nice Tiger bounce there.
Yeah,
It did.
We flipped sides of the field there at the quarter, so that ball couldn't travel that far on that kick. Because they were just down here when they were on the side of the field.
So Tigers need to take advantage now. They're going to have good field position here.
Yeah, you want to get this lead stretched out a little bit more. You don't like sitting on that 2-point lead. It's not very comfortable.
Yeah, and right now you just want to knock Woodmore down a little bit because they're getting a little bit too much momentum rolling.
Getting a little too wild, these cats are.
Parks keeps it, jumps the line, and picks up about 3 or 4, maybe 5 yards. Sounds like the Warriors putting together some solid tape over there against the Locomotives.
Yeah, definitely derailing their season here tonight.
Stop. That's great. We could have had so much fun with that one.
Nothing against the Wildcats, but these
so
are two cat teams. I wanted to cover the train team. That's so funny. Never seen the Locomotives before.
Duck Parks is going to keep it. And they're going to say he's out of bounds at about the 41. He'll be just short of the first. Let's see where they mark him.
That is one of my favorite things about playoff times when you get to expand out and cover some of these teams you don't see in the normal season.
Yes.
Like, hey, look at this team. Hey, what is this awesome logo? Look at this. I've seen some really good ones, and I've seen some that have been like, whew. Is this the original logo from the school? Third and short 2 here. It's going to barrel right up the middle.
Little hurdle as he picks up the first down. Duck Parks. They needed 2, he got 3.
Yeah, but they have to work for everything in this second half. And, you know, it seemed like that first half they were able to do what they wanted to do, kind of inflict their own will. And right now, they're getting having to work for every yard they get here.
They really are. And that's kind of the MO, if you will, of the Tigers.
Mohawk just doesn't quit pouring it on. The score updates just keep coming in the comments over
41-0. Teal takes a 10-yard pass from Landon Klaus.
They're just having themselves, they're getting a little frustrations out after last week's game. That's not the way they wanted things to go against the N10 rival here.
Mm-hmm.
And a little chip on their shoulder. Somebody better get them some salsa because they're got a lot of chips on their shoulder.
The Warriors were just trying to help us out, Greg. Because if they would have won, they probably got a bye, and we might be on the other side of the state covering the Tigers tonight. We could be over by the Indiana border covering these guys tonight. But thankfully,
instead, we got ribeye.
We get ribeye tonight.
I'm sure the Tigers think that's exactly what happened.
Make sure we get them here.
They just wanted to help us out, yeah.
2nd and long. Parks keeps it off the left side. What a block out.
Look at those blocks.
Who is 33? Like, that kid. I get a replay on that, Greg, if you don't mind. I want to see that because that was just a decleater.
The smooth.
And we do have a flag that flew in right around where that block occurred, but
yeah,
it's going to be a big shocker here. That's another Gayheart.
Just gave him the big old shoulder shove there.
I think this one's coming back. Tigers are marching back. It'll be a hold against Seneca East.
Oh, no.
Spot foul occurred right around the line of scrimmage, so this will cost them 10 more yards, so it'll be a 2nd down and 20.
Now you're moving in the wrong direction after you started getting that momentum going. You got it going for you. Converting those thirds down. Big play there, and now you're walking backwards. The old Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Not the moonwalk. I've seen somebody comment carry up 9-7. They need to update that on the score stream. It still says 9-0.
Says probably Kyle's updating that or something. Oh, he's going to load up here.
Parks looking, slings it, and it's incomplete. Put it out just a little too far in front of his receiver. He's looking for Gayheart on the wheel route.
He was lucky to get rid of that one.
Yeah, he really was.
Definitely, I think that pass was affected a little bit there.
Yeah.
I think the timing of the route was affected, too, because he was waiting for Gayheart to break on that wheel route, and I think he just got held up at the line somehow.
Yeah, he had to just get rid of that one, so he threw it down there and said, go get it. But, timing just throwing off a little bit there.
The 3rd down and 20. Ball at the 46-yard line. 2-point ball game with 9:23 left here in the 4th quarter here in the jungle in Attica. Excellent opening round ball game here for you on Heart of Ohio Sports.
The Jungles get this cold?
They do.
Oh, yeah.
At night. Parks rolls to his right, looking.
Uh-oh.
He's got it down the field, and it is nearly intercepted. He put a little too much on that one, and Michael Seeger tried to make a play on that one down the field, but it falls to the turf incomplete.
Michael Seeger trying to turn the page down there.
Hey, Tommy ain't here. Somebody's got to do it.
That's right.
Somebody's got to step up.
That's right.
We got to get into Tommy mode for tomorrow night's festivities.
But Tommy won't be there.
4th and 20.
It'll be Shredder.
Gayheart back to punt.
I won't be there either.
Boots this one away. You know, I will say this. One thing I love, whoever does the special teams over here, I want to pick this guy's brain because they waste no time getting the punt off. Like, whatever they teach these kids over here, there's no wasted time. I've seen so many teams this year. It's so deliberate and so just it takes so long to actually get through the motion and like get to the punt. These kids are just booting it.
Tommy said I would have went with making night moves.
There you go.
That's why he's the best.
Oh, goodness.
First and 10, Wildcats. at the 22-yard line. 9:05 left to play here in the ball game. They fake it to Rich. Now they hand it off the left side. And a nice move there by Jesse Lopez to get out into the open. And it looks like he's got enough for a first down, but hang on. We got a little discussion in the backfield. This one's coming back.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Holding.
Speaking of Tommy, I'm sure everybody noticed that Noster Thomas is not here tonight. He was out doing his dad duties, taking his daughter trick-or-treating tonight, and all that good stuff, getting his dad's share candy. You know how that goes.
Yeah, you got dad tax. Well, you got to make sure you're there so that you know what's coming in, you know? Like,
absolutely.
My mom used to say, I got to check your candy.
But
you know, I got to make sure that it's all safe.
So
when I get it back, there's no Reese's. Like, what happened?
Want to give a shout-out to Noster Thomas' birthday. Old man turned another year older this past week, and
wow,
that's why we'll be out enjoying ourselves tomorrow night. So if you see a man with shutter spikes and a giant rat out of the bar, don't be scared, folks. Just
don't be scared. First down and 22. Lipstraw slings it off to the left side, complete to his receiver, but a nice open field tackle there by the Tigers. Keeps that one to just a short gain.
Man, we got ourselves a ball game here.
We welcome those of you just tuning in here with 8 minutes and 34 seconds left in the ball game.
I mean, you see
Tigers lead it by 2.
I mean, you see the scores from a lot of these games around the area. It seems like this is one of the games you really want to have your eye on right now.
Yeah.
All these other ones kind of like, hey, you already put it to bed and ain't much stuff going on there. So.
2nd and 20. Lipstraw looking to pass, slings it. Complete. That's Lopez on the reception, and he's got it up near the 20-yard line. They'll get it near the original line of scrimmage, but still quite a ways to go to pick up the first down here on 3rd and about 11.
Again, this Tigers defense, the bend and don't break mentality, they're going to let you have those little ones.
Some teams starting to pull away in the area. JFK pulling away against St. Paul. It's now 36-14. Perkins is putting away Clearview 51-7. That one's in the 4th quarter.
I said there was going to be a giant rat at the bar, and Tommy said, no, that's just Brooke. The winner's going to be there, too. Nice.
Lipstraw slings it over the middle, and that should be good enough to move the chains. It is.
Mm-hmm. Another quick little pass over the middle like we've been talking about, guys. That's where they're finding the open spots there.
And they found Michael Seeger. Made some night moves to make his way past the first down marker.
Oh, man.
Lopez been waiting for tonight? No, he hasn't. No, Tommy. Jennifer Lopez, come on, waiting for tonight.
Oh, my God, no. Stop.
Pitch it to the left side for that's Landon Rich. Rich is going to be brought down in the backfield. These Tigers starting to string this out wide and push him back to the inside. There, Greg, you saw a lot of hesitation. He was trying to get to the outside, trying to find the edge. The Tigers sealed that off pretty quick.
Yeah, this is where you're going to get that cat and mouse game here, Nate, where, you know, like I said, the Tigers are going to give you a little bit. They don't want to give it too much. But at the same time, Wildcats are just slowly, methodically making their way down the field here. You're only down by 2. You just have to get within some kind of scoring range there, put some kind of points on the board, and you're going to have yourself the lead. But can you get down the field? That's the question. This defense is looking strong tonight.
Mishandled on the exchange, but Landon Rich able to get it forward for a few yards. Up to about the 40-yard line. They'll mark him just short. Say he's at the 38. So they got about 5 more to pick up here to pick up this first down on 3rd down. 5:50 left to play in the ball game. These Wildcats, you know, this clock's starting to roll. Eric, I know it's a close game, and they made this a really good ball game in the 3rd quarter, but they got to start taking advantage of some of these opportunities.
Yeah, that momentum started to slow down a little bit after that after that big 3rd quarter by them. They've still been able to move the ball, but got to get down here and get some points here pretty soon. Running out of time.
3rd down. Lipstraw slings it. It's batted at the line. Incomplete. Big time play by Hunter Rathburn. He said, I know I'm not going to get there in time, but let me just put my hands up.
And I'm surprised to see a pass there when you've been running the ball. Well, I don't know. This fourth quarter.
These quick passes have been working for him, but right there. I mean, if he didn't get his hands on that one, that's probably going to be a complete pass.
Yeah. But to your point, though, Eric, I think, honestly, in that situation, I would have ran the ball to set yourself up for a better fourth down situation.
Yeah, knowing that you're going to go for it on fourth down.
Well,
you try to run that up there, at least get a couple of yards.
It looks like they're sending out the punt unit here. We'll see, though.
Yep.
I mean, your defense has been holding strong here in the second half.
Yep, just going to have to lean on that defense. Hopefully they continue the way they've been.
And they've been able to get the ball back pretty quickly, too.
Yes.
So that's where you kind of look at the clock and you say, I think we can stop them, get ourselves another chance here, and not have to give this ball up at midfield.
Bad snap.
That's not. Oh, my God.
Tigers fall on top of it. Ball's still live.
Oh, my goodness.
And the Tigers fall on it.
And there's a flag, late flag here.
Oh, wow.
Flag flies in at the end of the play. This is after the play.
Just disaster there. I mean, you're trying to play it safe there.
We'll check in with our sideline reporters. We got Russell Fox down there. You had a bird's eye view on that, Russell. What'd you see, man?
I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what they're calling this flag on. I saw a completely clean play. I don't know if it was something at the front line I wasn't watching. My eyes were on that ball that whole time. But from what I saw, I didn't see anything wrong.
Man.
All right, we'll have to wait for the call here to see what happens.
There's a lot of extracurricular in that first half, so maybe something was said down there that none of us can hear.
I mean, you never know when you're in a situation like that, live ball on the ground, it's a scrum, tempers, they can flare.
Yeah.
The game's on the line with a play like that.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure starting to build now with 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Still got a 2-point deficit.
Yeah, and if you're the Wildcats, you do not want to give the Tigers the ball right there. What is that, the 30-something yard line there?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. No,
it's disaster.
Oh, it looked like they called something. They were going to call it on the Tigers.
They haven't moved the sticks here, guys.
Right. It's like I said.
So what is the...
You try to play it safe. You went for the punt, and if this is what it ends up being, what an absolute backwards disaster that was.
Now, what is the call here? Because I'm confused why they haven't.
I think they're confused, too. This is a long discussion here.
Now, it looked like he popped out earlier. Is that targeting?
No,
is it illegal
That's a
touching
horse collar, I think.
Oh.
I saw it looked like they called it on the Senecas, or Seneca East.
They did. And what's the call here?
So they're gonna
crowd upset here.
And they're still sorting this out. Russell, did you hear anything on the sideline? Have you heard anything?
All I heard was a bunch of what's from the players. I'm still trying to decipher what the call was. I have never seen that one other than a targeting, but I didn't see that.
So whatever it was there, yeah, the team definitely scratching their heads.
Well,
the coach is still looking for an explanation.
They haven't even placed the ball yet.
No, I'm not sure what are we. Is it are we redoing the fourth down here? Was that enough for a first? What's the call here?
A lot of confusion going on right now, folks.
Yeah, because is it one of those spot fouls? Like count where whatever the penalty occurred at? What are we just replaying it now?
Oh wow!
Oh my goodness!
Woodmore's going to keep possession here.
I'm surprised it's so quiet on the Seneca East side right now.
I think they're just stunned. I think they're just stunned right now.
I'm in shock right now. I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Really, no explanation. We're just.
Well, the down remains the same, guys. So
fourth down and 8. This time they're able to get the punt away. Hits at the 35, and boy, this takes a friendly Wildcat roll inside the 25 down to the 23.
Wow.
You're going to talk about catching a break?
That is what you needed. That just completely flipped the field on
that
one.
Talk about flipping the script right there.
That is the literal definition of flipping the field right there, Greg.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you got to count your lucky stars. You might still have a chance that you're still in this game after that one because that was not a situation you wanted to be in as the Wildcats defense having to defend that short field.
Score updates for you here as Clyde and Bellevue head into the first overtime tied at 6 apiece. Carey leads Patrick Henry 16-7 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, come on, Blue Devils, you got this.
I'm sure there's a lot of Hopewell fans that are cheering for them Blue Devils tonight. They might not ever cheer for the Blue Devils ever, but tonight they're probably cheering a little hard.
You love a good underdog story there, Nate.
And Parks is going to keep it off the left side.
And you just see there guys with 4:57 left. There's no real, just take their time here.
Yeah, you're not going to see this Seneca East offense in much of a hurry right now, but they are going to have to pick up some yards and pick up a couple first downs here if they want to keep eating this clock.
Fans got to have a touchdown.
They got to have it. Second down and 7.
I got to have a Tiger dog.
Parks hands it off to Jackson Gayheart. And Gayheart keeps those legs moving, man. I thought he was down back at the 30-yard line, but he falls forward for another 3 yards.
Yeah, and that's almost every play with him.
He is tougher than a $2 steak.
What does this kid do when this summer's off? Like climb mountains or something?
Hauls concrete for his dad.
Again, quick snap there, just right up the middle, guys.
Parks off the right side, and he's going to be brought down right at about the 42-yard line.
But that's big. They needed to move those sticks and move them a couple more times, keep this clock running. Woodmore still has all 3 timeouts.
Yeah,
You're going to have to start thinking about using them now. You got inside of 4 minutes to play.
Watching that clock management, trying to figure out when's the time to use them because he's still in this game.
Tigers trying to hold on to a 2-point lead. 3:37 left to play in the ball game. Duck Parks in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to keep it off the left side. Follows his blocks. And he breaks the tackle. And he's going to be brought down past the first down marker inside Wildcats territory down to the 46-yard line.
Just grabbing onto him for dear life there. Get back here. You're not going to go score a touchdown on us. Watch here. Just seeing the replay, the way they just claw at him. Just, no, come back here. Come on. Nope. And just stops the momentum completely.
Locomotives.
Got to spin him around.
Put a score on the board. Mohawks still leading 41-6. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter in that one.
Correspondent Barry Robinson always on top of that.
Also got another correspondent, Daniel Perry, over here,
Yeah, seen
chipping
that.
in as well.
Barry says, hey, don't be trying to take my job.
That's my job. We got a flag that comes in here. Offside.
So is it going to be offsides or?
That one should be against the Wildcats.
Yeah. Gonna walk them a couple free yards there, guys. And again,
I'll tell you what, this
Tigers
referee
keep
crew,
working their way down.
this referee crew runs a tight ship.
Guys, we're under 3 minutes. How did that just happen?
Yeah.
I think I just
Quickly.
blinked. I think I blinked and the clock just dropped a minute off. I'm keeping an eye on it.
Yeah, it's been some weird things happening tonight. Keep an eye on that clock.
I mean, it's like we talked about. The Tigers just taking their sweet time here, as you do, and the Wildcats trying to figure out when do we take our timeouts. Because, again, first down and only 5 to go here, guys. It's not the situation you really want to be in if you're the Wildcats.
No, another first down here, and you're going to be...
Yeah, an easy first down when you only got 5 to go.
Parks hands it off to Gayheart off the right side.
That should be it, if not very close to it.
Yeah, he's going to be
and here goes
pretty
those
close
timeouts.
to that first down.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you're going to use that timeout here now, but guys, more than likely they're going to convert this into a first down, and then what? Now you're down 2 timeouts and a fresh set of downs with under 3 minutes. It's just,
Yeah, you almost needed to force the stop here on second down before you use that first timeout.
The clock is it's unforgiving. Doesn't slow down for you, that's for sure. The Tigers just looking to hang on to this 2-point victory here tonight after, guys, we're talking about a safety being the difference in this one. A safety. Just a bad snap.
Unreal.
We got a final on Sycamore there. 2 minutes went quick over there, too. What is with the clocks tonight? When do the clocks go back?
Well, when it's a running clock, it's 41-6, so.
Yeah, it's 2. So it's an actual 2 minutes.
Yeah. Tigers will have a second down and 2 coming out of this timeout. Folks, don't forget, tonight's halftime show was presented by Adventure Driving Academy, the premier student driving instruction company in your backyard. Visit AdventureDrivingAcademy.com to start your journey today. Adventure Driving Academy, your adventure starts here.
Yeah, if you're watching these broadcasts, more likely than not, you know somebody who's either driving or getting ready to drive. So
Parks stood up and dropped.
I don't think he got
there.
there.
He's going to be short, maybe about a yard short up first down.
But again,
Russell, you saw that. Was he short? Where's he at?
So they're marking him a little bit short. I saw it short too as well.
All right. But is it really that bad, guys?
Yeah.
Is that really that hurt you that much? Were you even trying that hard yet?
Oh, yeah. If you're the Tigers, you'll take that.
Or is this the play where you're just going to put the nail in the coffin here?
That's the play that you hope to put the nail in.
They've had to use the second of their timeouts now, and now you've only got 1 yard to go to get a fresh set of downs, guys.
Yeah, well, you got a running back that falls forward for 3 yards every play. Maybe that was a little strategy there.
Could you given yourself 2 plays essentially here to get the yard, and they only have 1 timeout left now.
I will say the Wildcats have not made a whole lot of plays in the backfield tonight. We haven't seen them make a whole lot of plays.
So you've got that confidence of you can pretty much just hike the ball and take a step forward. You're probably going to get that.
I think that's the strategy here if you're a Tigers fan.
Woodmore's going to have to harness some of that beginning of the second half energy they had where they were just stopping them on 3 downs.
As Tommy would say, it's time to be a man.
That's right.
It looks like we got a final from Terry. Looks like Terry, the little underdogs that could there, guys.
Wow.
Love to see it.
Blue Devils with a final 16-7.
Just getting, look at that push. I mean, come on.
It's exactly what they needed. Just a yard. They got 2.
I mean,
and the Tigers.
When you're, you might have some talking down there.
Flag comes in.
It looked like Woodmore defensive player kind of just threw himself down on top of that pile at the end there.
You gotta love to see that one. Come on now, don't be a poor sport.
Just a phenomenal ball game here between these 2 squads.
I mean, yeah, you gotta love it when you're sitting there watching your linemen who are like your snowplow already 3 yards ahead of you out there over the line of scrimmage, and you're just like, easy sailing here. Let's just go pick that up. And that's what you saw there. And we saw it all game, guys. He does that great, puts his hand on the back of his blocker and just patience and follows it until the hole's there, picks up the first down.
I think that's the 3rd flag they've picked up and waved off.
Maybe they're just warning flags. They're like, would you guys quit it? Whatever they're saying to each other down there in the pile. Would you guys knock it off? All right, we got 2 minutes left in this game.
Wildcats have 1 timeout left in their back pocket, and we're down to 2 minutes left in the ball game.
And it's like, can that even do anything at this point? If you keep this ball on the ground, you keep that clock running, you keep it in bounds. Mm-hmm. Even if they don't pick up a first down, minimal amount of time you'd have left.
You don't need to pick up a first down here.
Yeah, I was going to say the clock is moving already, yeah. And they're just going to let it run. They're just going to let it run. Why would you give your opponent any extra seconds in a game this tight?
Parks in the shotgun. He's going to keep it off the right side.
Just again,
the flag flies in off the edge there.
Yeah, if that's a hold, stop the clock.
The way they just move the ball.
That's a good point,
almost
Eric.
ease looking.
Yeah, if that's a hold, that's gonna stop the clock with 1:22 left, and it'll back the play up. But it's still gonna be first down. They ran off about 30 seconds worth of clock on that play alone. So
the damage is still already
damage has been done.
Oh man. Gibson brings 61-0 at the end of the 3rd.
Man.
How is it not the end of the game? Goodness. 61 points in 3 quarters.
And that's with a running clock for how long? Now, the last time we looked, it was already a running clock. So
are we going to have taken a timeout here? Is that going to be their final
Woodmore
timeout?
takes their final timeout.
I mean, there's nothing you can do at this point, guys, other than scrap and claw for the ball. But if you're the Tigers, you just take care of this one. Hold on to it. Get down on the knee, and you get out of here, and you go on to the next round. You just got to protect the ball here.
Let's check in with our sideline correspondent. Russell Fox is down there on the Seneca East sideline.
How we doing out there, Nate?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you, buddy? How's the experience been so far tonight?
Oh, it's been amazing down here. The energy's been great. After that 3rd quarter, energy's been picked up. It's been amazing.
Now, what's the story on the sideline right now? Like, with the teammate, with everybody down there, is it nervousness? Is it just confidence? What are we feeling down there?
It's a little bit of confidence. It's a little bit of not a little bit of worry. With that flag, it has pushed the Seneca East team back, but I think everybody's just confident in their team and ready to go out there and play.
All right, there you have it.
Protect the ball. That's all you got to do here.
One thing I'd like to add to that, I was listening on the sideline to the coaches and everybody talking, and the flag that we were all worried and questioning about, that was an illegal batting call, and so that's almost never unheard of. And so what it was the if you go back and watch, the initial person that was there that was on the ground, while the ball was there, he went and batted it away and pushed it away from himself to his
I get
teammates.
it. Like,
so they're going to call that
right, like a
Got
scrum.
it. That's a good call.
And there's the knee. Like you said, guys, you just take care of the ball here.
Great insight tonight, Russell.
Yeah. We would have not
Done a
known
phenomenal job down there tonight.
So you're not allowed to act like a kitty cat on the football field. You can't bat at the ball.
Don't play with your food.
I got it. Let me see here. Montpelier only got into Mohawk's territory twice all night. That's some dominating football right there.
Speaking of dominating football, look at Gibsonburg all over Ridgedale, 61-8.
Are we sure Ridgedale's a real school? Is that like one of them? What was that? Bishop? What was that school?
Isn't that the school that Archie goes to?
Oh yeah. Tommy'd been making that joke for sure. The rest of the crew. Guys, we got almost 500 watchers watching the end of this one here right now.
This is the ball game that everybody wants to see the end of because it's the closest one in the area tonight. The Tigers.
You had that carrying Patrick Henry game, but other than that, guys, it's been a night of blowouts.
The Tigers come away with a victory. They scored 15 points in the first half, and that's all they needed.
Wow, yeah.
To close it out here in front of the Tiger faithful in the jungle in Attica. 15-13 is your final score. We'll step aside. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have our post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, and we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. That's coming up next right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Get to know the faces that bring you the best in sports, life, and everything in between. It's the Pulse Podcast. Every Monday at 7 o'clock on YouTube. Only on Heart of Ohio Sports. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center.
Oh man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, and we're back here in Attica, in the jungle, live at Tigers Field after this Division 6 Region 22 opening round matchup. Tigers holding on to a 15-13 win over the Woodmore Wildcats. And, I mean, they really had to hold on with their claws to keep this one from getting away.
I mean, you know, each one of these teams pretty much owned half of this game. But like we talked about, guys, that safety making all the difference there.
Yeah, and it came down to them needing that 2-point conversion, and Seneca East was up to the task, was able to shut them down on that 2-point conversion and on that 4th down and 5, getting ready to punch it in. They stepped up for that. So, yeah, 2 big plays there that changed the game.
The strength of this defense on short yardage play is just astonishing to me.
Yeah.
As we seen in the last game, you know, turned away in the red zone multiple times and then turned away a few times tonight. And then there, on the 2-point conversion, the most pivotal play of this game, what made all the difference, they were able to just stand them up again at the goal line. This defense is just eating, guys.
Yeah, it seems like they're able to get up a little bit more for those bigger plays. When it really counts, that Seneca East defense is up to the task.
It reminds me of when Manti Te'o had a girlfriend in my Notre Dame Irish defense. Goal line defense strong, baby. All those were some good days.
Oh, what a win for the Tigers here.
That's the kind of tough defense. You got to love to see it.
Tigers will move on to face Archbold, the number 3 seed in Region 22. Cary moves on after their win against Patrick Henry. They'll face Margaretta next week at the Duck Pond.
Ooh.
That was going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on, folks.
Yeah.
Might have to get a fly on the wall for that one. I don't know.
That's it's almost too good to not have an eye on because we've seen both those teams this year.
Yep.
Look especially delicious out on the football field. So that one's going to be a slobber knocker.
Absolutely. But I'm interested to see these Tigers as they hit the road to take on Archbold next week. They're playing with some momentum. Obviously, a big win over Mohawk last week. Tonight just felt like, things didn't go their way, but they still won. And, it's kind of a weird feeling that, it almost felt like this could have slipped away at any moment, but it never really felt like they were going to let it slip.
Yeah, it showed the resiliency of this team, and you have to know, even in this early round of the playoffs, that you have it in you.
Yeah.
Because you're going to find yourselves in situations like that if you're going to try to make the long run.
Yep. Yeah, that's a great point, and you gotta be able to respond in situations like that. And now you know what you can do. Now you know what you're made of. I mean, these Tigers have played so many games this year, decided in close contests. I mean, the first game of the year was 2-0.
We want to talk about being separated by a safety. That was literally the only point of the game.
What is it about safeties at Tiger Field this year?
For real.
Yeah, they just like getting those 2-point wins. Something you don't see very often. They just like to stand out a little bit.
Well, let me thank our sponsors real quick, and then we're going to step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back with our player of the game, brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Adventure Driving Academy, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Vicek Orthodontics, Seneca East Athletic Boosters, Drawn to the Surface, Webster Industries, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., First National Bank of Sycamore, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Bascom Communications and Bright Wireless, North Central Electric Cooperative, and Gayheart Concrete. All proud sponsors bringing you the Seneca East High School Football Playoff game right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. And we have our player of the game joining us here. Come on over here, bub. We got the camera right here. The man of the hour, Duck Parks. There we go. That fits. That definitely fits. Once again, our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Tonight, it deservedly goes to Mr. Duck Parks. How we doing, man?
Good, yourself?
Doing wonderful, man. Thanks for the opportunity to come over here. Obviously, we were there last week. We were hoping for the best, and you guys really put some good tape out there last week.
Yeah.
Talk about that momentum, just how it felt coming into this game.
It's like unreal. We just kept going, and then carrying it over this week really helped. Kept pounding it.
Now, what was the message this week at practice? You guys had a rusher coming in. It was approaching the 2,000-yard mark. Was that mentioned at all in practice? Did you guys talk about that at all?
We didn't want him to get it.
I like it. I don't think he got it. That's for sure.
Good.
You guys definitely stood him up every chance you had. Now, when you talk about this game, 15 points in the first half. You led it 15-0. What happened there in that third quarter? Did they just kind of see something on tape, or was it just maybe they just caught you off guard a little bit?
We just weren't doing our schemes right, and they were finding holes, but we just kept fighting through it.
And you found a way to make it happen. You got the win. How's it feel to get a win in front of the home crowd on a playoff night?
It's great. I haven't been here.
You haven't been here?
Nope.
This is your first playoff win here at home?
While I was playing, yes.
I love it, man. That's got to feel good. Well, you got a chance to celebrate with your teammates. You guys got a long trip next week to Archbold. Now, obviously, you haven't scouted them at all, but just a little bit of respect for this Wildcats team. What'd you think about this team?
They were physical, really physical. They just kept coming back, and we just kept had a fight.
I like it. All right, so what's the message to Tiger Nation as you head into this second round of the playoffs?
Let's keep the train going.
All right. Any shout-outs you got, bud?
I got shout-outs for the entire offensive line, pounding them the whole night. Jackson Gayheart, my duo, running that shit up.
You guys definitely ran it up. And you put some good tape out there tonight, man. The offensive line really was the key, and I love that you gave them the first shout-out because, honestly, that's the reason why you're standing here today because those guys cleared a lot of space for you. The one thing I mentioned to Greg as we were going – that last play, it was like 3rd and 1. You guys had to convert to get a first down, and we were talking about Eric mentioned the Wildcats needed to get a play in the backfield. I said, I don't think they've had very many plays in the backfield. That line has kept you guys clean the whole game, man. So, big-time shout-out to the line. You got a gift card to Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Go get yourself some good grub.
Thank you.
And a shirt. Player of the game shirt. Now you got one of your own. All right. Well, once again, our player of the game, Duck Parks. Thanks again, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time, man.
Yes.
All right. We'll step aside, take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up here at Tiger Field. You're watching the postgame show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Tigers take care of business. 15-13. They move on to the second round. We'll be back after this.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Get to know the faces that bring you the best in sports, life, and everything in between. It's the Pulse Podcast. Every Monday at 7 o'clock on YouTube. Only on Heart of Ohio Sports. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports. Streaming everywhere.
And we're back here at Tigers Field. Post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Once again, our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Duck Parks joined us here in the postgame show. Phenomenal performance here by the Tigers. They get the win. That's what matters.
Yep.
Score, whatever. That doesn't matter. They got the final. That's what matters.
Yep, moving on. When you're down here in this, it's playoff time now. It's win or go home. And it may only be 2-point win, but they're not going home.
That's right. And they are going to be taking a long trip next week over to Archbold. We'll have to see how everything works out this week with sponsors and everything. We'll see where we're going to be this week because we did have Hopewell Loudon on a bye this week. Mohawk got a big win tonight. Got a couple other teams in the area with some wins, so we're going to have to figure out how this is going to work out for next week. I don't know how we're going to do this.
It's going to be tough to decide which one we want to go to because there's going to be a lot of good games around the area.
It might come down to, hey, you got to tell us where we got to be.
The fans need to let us know where they want us to be.
Yeah, absolutely. But once again, final score here, Seneca East 15, Woodmore 13. The Wildcat season comes to an end. They were seeking their first playoff win since 1996, Eric.
Yeah, that's
the momentum that they had coming into this one. Obviously, it didn't get the win against Hopewell in that week 9 or in that week 10 game, but they started out the season 5-0, finished at 7-3. They've got some momentum going into next year. Now they've got some big shoes to fill. Landon Rich obviously is one of those. You're gonna have to find somebody who can fill a 5,000-yard rusher's shoes somehow.
Yeah, not easy to do.
But I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people waiting in the wings to step up, take those opportunities. And if I know anything about Coach Scott Staker and his staff over there, he's going to have these boys ready, and they're going to be prepared, and they're going to be competing next year in the SBC River because you're not going to see Calvert. You're not going to see Hopewell in that division anymore, and it might be a little bit more wide open for some of these teams. So this Woodmore Wildcats team, bright future.
Yeah, and it seems like schools like that will always find a way to just raise another one of those bruising running backs. You know what I mean? Like it's like Gibsonburg. Like it just one of them graduates, they just turn out another one.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, in Gibsonburg, it's been a Smith pretty much every year in the backfield for a long time. But for these Woodmore Wildcats, I don't know. It's kind of hard to find Rich.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to find that. But you got to have to find a way to replace the impact that he made. But either way, man. Great season. Great season for these Wildcats. The hardest part about this is knowing that some of these kids, this will be the last time they ever put on this uniform. It'll be the last time they ever put on pads.
Yep, and you see a lot of that emotion starting to come out at the end of the year, especially me being down on the sidelines. I've seen a lot of emotion coming out at the end of this year. So, yeah, it's a little bit different in high school. You feel a lot more of that emotion, and that's what I love about this sport.
I want to shout out this senior class for the Wildcats because they are one of very few who have made consecutive playoff appearances here for the Wildcats. So something to be proud of, accomplishment to be definitely deserved here. But Jesse Lopez, senior, Michael Seeger, senior, Landon Rich, also a senior, Ethan Greer, wide receiver, defensive back. Let's see, I want to keep going here. Bailey Genderzak, Aiden Smith, Ryan Maynard, and then Bradley Algier. Those are your seniors for the Woodmore Wildcats. Outstanding careers for you young gentlemen. Best of luck to you in your next steps in life. But Eric, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us here tonight.
Yeah, it was a great game. Yeah, glad with that. This is the one we got to come out to, and excited about wherever we go next week. It's going to be great.
All right, folks. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight.
Hopefully we make it home safe. It's Halloween night, guys. I'm scared.
Spooky.
Yeah. Got to watch out for Jason Voorhoos. He's out there, man. He's out there.
Well, you know one thing you don't got to watch out for is any more tiger dogs because that one's gone.
Oh, yeah. It's destroyed.
All right, folks. That's going to do it for Donnie Hannam, Eric Hall, Greg the Wizard Kinn, and Russell Fox. I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Tigers Field. Once again, your final score, Seneca East 15, Woodmore 13. Have a great night, everybody. You've been watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Breaks the tackle, and he's going to be brought down past the first down marker inside Wildcats territory. Lipstraw under center. Hands it off, Landon Rich. Barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. And it is to make the pitch. Lipstraw rolls to his right, looking for somebody, anybody. Bounded down the field. He got a target, and it's complete. What a catch. Lipstrop slings it, and it's off the receiver's hands and into the awaiting arms of another receiver. Wait a quick pitch. Rich on the right side, trying to find a little room. He's got some. Breaks a tackle, and he is into the end zone for the touch. Rich off the right side. He's got some running room, but he is down inside the 35. They'll mark him at the 32, but he's down to the ground. Quickly back to the line. Parks gonna keep it. Now he bounces it to the left, and he is into the